Guten Tag, hello, Kalimera. This is Ronaldo Fox from the Guild Hamburg Alliance, and you're listening to the Escape Pod cast. This episode was recorded in front of a live Twitch audience. Take it away, boys.
One is a Grand Arena specialist from the UK. The other is a territory battle tactician from the US. Together, there are no signs of intelligent life on board. With both having played this game since launch, the one thing we are sure of is that you will be entertained. The Escape Pod Cast, a service of the Escape Pod Castaways. A weekly podcast about the mobile game Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Live from the network studios of Yavin 4, here are your hosts, Neil Andrew Eyre and Paul Anthony.
Coming up on this week's...
Buy the Jawa Gear Pack.
What was that? Sorry, I'm playing SWGOH right now while we're recording this. It was just a pop-up to buy a pack. Let's try this again. Coming up on this week's edition of the Escape Pod cast.
Galactic War Report has news.
Buy the Jawa Gear Pack.
Sorry, I went back to the home screen while you did your part.
Galactic War Report has news that a new character is coming to the game.
Yes, they let slip that we may be getting a new character that people are really deeply divided on.
We will speculate about the kit form.
Buy the Jawa Gear Pack.
Would you put that bloody game down for a moment and do the intro?
I'm just getting my evening energy right now. I'm sorry.
We will speculate about the kit for Omega, or however you want to say her name.
And how she will be given to us as well.
And maybe what she will be needed for.
We sit down and talk to our longtime friend, Big Country Mags, this week.
We will cover his step into streaming and reminisce over the past 2.5 years of the show.
And of course, Patreon's choice on the bridge.
Buy the Jawa Gear Pack.
Paul, put that bloody thing away. It is showtime, where we will cover all of this and breaking news as and if it happens.
Right here on the Escape Pod.
Buy the Jawa Gear Pack.
Cast.
The Escape Pod Cast News.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Escape Pod Cast. I'm your host, the Nev, and as always, I'm joined by my hetero life partner, Paul. Paul, how are you today?
Buy the Jawa Gear Pack. Oh, no, sorry. Thank you, Thaddeus, for helping us with the intro this week. It was an absolute pleasure working with you. Stay tuned for not Helly and the Noob story time with Uncle Thad, as he brings to you a very, very fun episode of it. But to answer your question, Neil, I'm doing well. It's been a very, very exhausting week. Lots of stuff. It was a holiday weekend here in the US, so everything for the week got jammed into 4 days instead of 5.
Yeah.
But because it's also been a holiday weekend, we also ended up getting Grand Arena Championships starting a day early.
I'm sorry, what did we get a day early?
Grand Arena Championships.
No, we didn't. We got Grand Arena Challenge early.
Grand Arena Challenge?
Yeah. They couldn't even get the name of it right on the forums. Hello, Hollow Table Heroes. 2 issues to update you on. Grand Arena Challenge, early start, and Stand Your Ground issue. Grand Arena Challenge, early start. Let me just count it once, twice, 3 times. And then he just reverted back to calling it G8. Yeah. It was called Grand Arena Challenge 3 times on the forum. I personally think he just, he was watching my video on the channel. Where I'm, the one that I did up like 6 months ago, where I was begging for a Grand Arena Challenge mode. So either he's getting it wrong, or this is an Easter egg. So I'm going to on the side of caution and say that it's a mistake, but I would love for it to be an Easter egg, and that very soon we'll be getting Grand Arena Challenge. Which would be freaking awesome.
Which it would be freaking awesome. Really
I would
quick,
be getting challenged.
I wanted to say thank you to Dr. Feelgood. Dr. Feelgood has been subscribed for 16 months.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And also a hello to a new viewer and somebody who I found earlier today. They posted on Facebook. You may want to start looking at this guy. His name is Bones88. He is on Twitch, does his Grand Arena Championships, and very, very fun to watch. Kind of reminded me, forgive me, Neil, kind of reminded me of you if you had an account like his. So
you know what? I tried to follow everybody.
From what I saw.
You know, I tried to follow every single person that does Grand Arena Championship. Because I love.
So do I.
I love going live and seeing like 20 people all doing Grand Arena Championship. Because it's like the more people that stream Grand Arena Championship, the more we can, dig CG in the ribs with our elbow and say, look how popular this game mode is. Will you please hurry up and give us the ability to do one-off challenge matches, We'll see. We'll see. It's still streamed more than any other mode in this game.
Well, it's streamed more than any other mode because it's what people enjoy seeing. And it's always different and fresh, in my opinion.
Yeah, no two Grand Arena Championship matches are alike.
Yep.
Even when you're fighting the same person, it's completely different. Because, one time you might lose, and then you might be able to get revenge. Or you might play the same person over and over again and get absolutely hammered by them over and over again. But we still have.
Or you could play all sorts of different people and get beat 0-3 in back-to-back weeks like yours truly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is
and
always
cause
that as
you
well.
to almost quit the game.
There is that as well. I had a rage quit. I had a rage quit on
when?
On one of my. I had a rage quit on one of my alts earlier on today. I was,
I need to hear this. I need to know I'm not alone.
Oh yeah, no. I had a rage quit on mine. So my opponent. So I went into attack. My opponent had done. My opponent had failed on my Shakti clones, and it's not a particularly strong Shakti clone team.
You mean somebody rage quit on you? You didn't rage quit.
Somebody rage quit in a GAC match. So they lost one, right? I had a crash on my CLS, which means I'd lost one, and then all of a sudden they started fighting again. So they lost one match and thought, "Oh, great, my opponent's going to beat me." I lost one, so they started fighting again. But then Mon Mothma held them to 4 holds, and they just stopped fighting again. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to win. I quit. I'm not doing the rest of this round. But the same issue, on the subject of GAC, the same issues that plagued 3v3 that they said they were going to fix for 5v5 have not been fixed. They haven't fixed them. And they said that they were going to fix them. They posted it on the forum. Yep, sorry, we'll fix these. We're going to do a hot fix on X, Y, and Z. And it hasn't fixed. Nothing's been fixed. You still can't see the gear of your characters when you're fighting them. You still can't tell.
Never was addressed. That was never addressed either.
It was. It was addressed.
No, they said that it wasn't fixed. That wasn't fixed. It was still a known issue. They didn't put down that they were still known issues. You are correct in that. Just like they didn't say that they had put down that stand your ground issue was still a known issue. They didn't put that down. So were they hiding it a little bit that it wasn't going to be fixed by then?
Right. All I know is at the start of 3v3, which was more than a month ago, when you went into Grand Arena Championships and you started a battle, not only could you not see what all of the gear was, you can see relics, but you can't see what the other character's gear is. So you have to remember what the gear level of the character you're fighting is prior to going into battle. You can't just click on them and see what gear they are unless they're a relic. And the other problem was you don't know what character you have or have not used. So you can select it and they'll be like, oh, you can't select that. Both of those were issues at the start of 3v3 over a month ago, and they are still issues today.
The title update came out during 3v3.
Yes. It may have come out during, but nothing's happened. Nothing has changed. The same issues that plagued 3v3 are now plaguing 5v5. Nothing has changed. The same issues 1 month on are there. So, like, when are they going to fix them? Because the fact that, these issues have not been addressed just makes me think we're going to start 3v3 next month. So 5v5, we'll get to the end of 5v5. There'll be an expectation that these issues are going to be addressed, and they're not going to be.
Nabokov says that Mon Mothma is 100% the worst team ever. He rage quit Territory War because Nest, Jedi Knight Revan, Bounty Hunters, Night Sisters, CLS, and Troopers all failed. Only because one of those had bad gear. The rest hardly got a turn. Mothma has bad comps that needs to be removed.
That's why I put her on defense.
I don't know if I've put. I don't remember if I've put him on defense. Put her on defense or not.
Yeah, I will only keep her for. I will only keep her for offense if I see a low geared Separatist droid team. If there's a low gear Separatist droid team, I'll keep her for offense because Mon Mothma with K2SO and Cassian Andor is just the bomb. It just wrecks it'll wreck a gear because mine are only low gear, so it'll only work against low gear Separatist droids. But otherwise, I just put it on defense, and she gets me holds every single time, without fail. Nobody takes her out straight away unless they take in an A team against her. It just does not happen because she's relict. She is boss. She rules the roost. And my defenses have been absolutely awesome so far in 5v5. I am kicking ass. I'm going to see if I can beat my position from the 3v3. I finished 29th in the world. So I want top 10. I want the Kyber contender. I desperately want that Kyber contender title. I so badly want that title. So yeah, that's what I'm. That's my goal. I beat Calvin Awesome in round 1. I lost to him by 2 banners, 2 stinking banners in round 2. But I did have an absolute nightmare JKL match against GGT. My own fault. It wasn't bad RNG. It was bad me. I used the wrong abilities at the wrong time, and I paid the price for it. So yeah. What are you going to do?
So we are talking about the incorrectly named Grand Arena Challenge early start and Stand Your Ground update. At least it wasn't Galactic Arena Challenge.
Yeah, Galactic Arena Challenge Conquest. Just so like I mean, hey, now that I think about it, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is an Easter egg. Because everybody will be on Doja's back now. It's like, Doja, how long have you been working at CG? It's called Grand Arena Championship, not Grand Arena Challenge. So I'd love to know what his response is. Because if he just blows it off, then I'm definitely going to think it's an Easter egg.
Doja, if you're there, just appease Nev and
yes, appease me.
Tell him at least was a joke.
Did you make 3 mistakes, or is it an Easter egg? Are you going to give us a Grand Arena
be able to
Challenge?
Confirm it was an Easter egg. But you know what? And here's the thing, Neil, and you have to admit, people do make mistakes.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah, absolutely. But a mistake, there's incompetence and then there's negligence. Okay, and you can't be incompetent twice. You get one. If you've got an employee and they make a mistake through incompetence, and it might not be their fault that they. If you haven't trained somebody, they can go.
Neil, how many times have we made mistakes on this show, though?
I don't know. Name one.
It's been more than once. Are we just going to say we're negligent?
Not the exact same mistake. Literally, as in a carbon copy, a exact, precise mistake. We've made mistakes, but we've never made the exact same mistake twice.
I don't believe that to be true, but okay.
Prove me wrong, but come on, tell me.
We've had audio troubles on more than one occasion.
Yes, but not identical audio trouble. Not identical audio trouble.
All right, but
you can play that. You can play the blonde. You can play the dumb blonde card once and once only.
I'm just gonna say we can't hold other people to standards that we don't hold ourselves to. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but we don't make a game.
But we make a podcast. We make entertainment.
There's no analogy there, but there's nothing. There's no similarity between the two whatsoever.
Oh yes, I see no similarity between an entertainment product of this type and an entertainment product of another type.
If we were making $1 billion over 5 years, I'm damn sure we wouldn't be making production mistakes. Because we would have a team. I would have a cameraman, right? And I'd have a grip, I'd have a boom camera right about there. I'd be able to reach up and just go, see, hear me squeezing the, yeah. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen.
I see that I'm not going to
no,
convince you otherwise. I'm not trying to win the argument because it's fruitless, in my opinion, in this case. But I will not be able to change your mind. You're sitting there in the park with a cup of coffee.
Nope, not going to be able to change my mind. No, it's not going to happen.
So one thing that I would hope that they would change my mind about is the Stand Your Ground update. This is a big problem, Neil.
Is it?
This is a big, big problem. Because when using Stand Your Ground, it's not going to give you back the protection that you should be getting. So you're going to have to hope that your health stats will be able to get you through the Ki-Adi-Mundi mission. Now, there's probably other people that have already called for it, but I personally am making a call. I would love to see that maybe they double the Ki-Adi-Mundi drops during the next territory battle. It's probably too late to put it on for this one, but the version that gets fixed, I would love to see them double it as a compensation way. That would be a ideal dream situation. Am I right? I know you don't go after these Ki-Adi-Mundi shards, but there are people who do, Neil.
Yeah. I'm sure that they would like that. I don't care one way or the other because I'm not going for them. So it's not because I'm not, because it's not something that directly affects me or my guild. I don't really have an opinion on it one way or another. Don't get me wrong. I think if the game isn't working as intended, there's nothing wrong with some recompense, some form of compensation should be forthcoming. But whether it should be singles or doubles or whatever, I don't have an opinion on that. I just think that, you know, if you're doing it and the game doesn't work as it's supposed to, then and you don't complete something, then yeah, you should get it. If half your guild fails on it because it doesn't work and half gets it, then they should be, you know, taking it into consideration.
Well, I think it's going to be about a 50% fail rate in from what I've seen. From when it got broken, half of us passed it, half of us didn't. That had in the past. So it is what it is. Wolffell says that Doja just has bad autocorrect. Just wait until you get a lot of posts with ducks. Big Country Mag says you'd still select the wrong mic, Neil.
Sorry, what was that? What was that?
Big Country Mag says that you would still select the wrong microphone when setting up the show.
No, it's not that I selected the wrong one. It's that sometimes it picks and chooses when it does not want to bloody work.
JJ Manor says that you would put no green M&Ms in your rider if you had $1 million doing the show.
I would put no green M&Ms. They don't do green M&Ms, do they?
No, it's a long story, long joke. Thank you, Geek Girl, for being subscribed for 13 months. Much appreciated. Mary J says that light side territory battle starts in 2 days. Yes, it's a problem, but shouldn't be a big one. It shouldn't be a big one, but it's still a problem, which means that it's affecting people who are still farming. So if you're a guild or you personally are still trying to get Kiadi Monday to 7, then yes, you definitely do deserve some way of making up what you're going to be losing from the last bug that we still haven't been compensated for, and this bug, both times that have been affected by this same bug.
Okay. Oh, actually, come to think of it, I might actually be able to do something in Lightside GOTV. I've got a JML now. So
you do have a JML now.
I might be able to get 4 for 4 on something. That'd be nice. I've never done that yet.
Yep. Bo Monday explains to you that no green M&Ms was in the contract for Van Halen, apparently.
Oh yeah, no, I have heard about that.
Okay,
I've heard about that, but I've heard lots of I've read stories about the weird and wonderful contract stipulations that bands, artists, and musicians and actors and actresses have in their contracts. There's some funny ones in there. I especially like the way that was mocked in that Ben Stiller movie.
Well, it's a way to make sure that your writer is being writer, WRITER, is or no, actually it's a contract writer, it's an extra slip, RIDER, that it's being read, that your contract is being read and not just going, oh yeah, here you go, here's your check, go sing. They want to make sure that it's actually being read,
like getting free TiVo.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it absolutely is. All right. But a lot of people didn't read a little bit, or they read the first thing about, Grand Arena Challenge starting early and the Stand Your Ground update. But here's the big one. Here's the big thing about that post. Thus, in August, we just started July, by the way. In August, the order of territory war and territory battle events will be swapped to delay the start of the next territory battle until mid-August. Now, the next territory battle is Darkside. So we start this one 10, It'll start on the 10th and end on the 16th. The next will be Territory Wars. Territory Wars will show up between the 19th and the 23rd. And then the next territory battle, the next Dark Side territory battle will be the 26th and the 30th. Then, I'm hoping that he's meaning Light Side territory battle, because the next Dark Side territory battle should be that week. Let me just make sure I got this right. There's Territory Wars, there's Territory Battles, there's Territory Wars on the 2nd to the 6th. And then they'll do another Territory War on the 9th to the 13th, which means that likely August 11th is going to be the big patch day. But that's going to be after that is going to be after the next Galactic Conquest should have started. Neil?
I believe you when you say that's what is going to happen.
You know, I like looking at the stats, but that is absolutely after the next Galactic Conquest, which is supposed to start. And this is the third month of Commander Ahsoka Tano shards. So with how everything was explained to us, the cadence, if you will, is really, really thrown off. Let's take a break. We'll talk more about it on the other side of this break. Stay tuned. Much more coming up right here on the Escape Pod Cast.
The Escape Pod Cast with Paul Anthony and Neil Andrew Ware.
HotBot in HotUtils is one of the most comprehensive tools for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
With integration into the super useful mod tool Grand Ivory, HotUtils can help you tackle some of the most difficult aspects of the game.
Not sure how to mod your roster for a certain game mode?
Use one of the many filters that automatically assigns the right mods to the right character in accordance with your guild needs.
Now with additional features that can assist you and your guild officers in territory battles and territory wars, HotUtils is an amazing value.
And don't forget the useful tools for yourself in Grand Arena, like the in-depth and customizable compare feature.
Got multiple accounts like Neil, but not the time to remod them all?
With this one-stop utility, you can switch between your alts and never miss a mod upgrade or a mod switch before locking into GAC or Territory Wars.
Starting at just $5 a month, you don't want to miss out on these great tools.
HotUtils is the new official remodding service for the Escape Pod Cast.
Visit HotUtils.com to learn more. That's HotUtils.com. And go ahead and spice up your Galaxy of Heroes experience.
Podawans, be sure to support the shows brought to you on the Escape Podcast Twitch and YouTube channel by becoming a Patreon. For as little as $2 a month, you can support us and get a little extra for yourself. With tiered rewards including access to ShittyBill's Arena Tracking Bot, after-show access, inclusion in the GA Center leaderboards, behind-the-scenes access, and much more. There is something for everyone on our Discord server. Head on over to Patreon, that is patreon.com/The Escape Pod, and sign up today. Thank you for supporting and listening to the Escape Podcast.
Hello friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and I approve this message, and am compensated for signups for this service.
The world's largest audiobook library is at your fingertips, and the Escape Pod Castaways wants you to try it for free. Head on over to escapepodcastaways.com and click the Going Nerdy offer button to claim a free audiobook and 2 Audible originals. Cancel anytime, and it's absolutely free to sign up. Check out Audible and support the Escape Pod Castaways. All for free. See Audible website for details. Restrictions may apply.
We want you. Join the GAC Chain Gang today. This is the commander of the 506 Procrastination Battalion and the leader of the GAC Chain Gang. I am sending out a call to action for any SWGOH content creators on Twitch who would be willing to broadcast their GAC attack rounds alongside some of our best, including Mr. Jigabachi, Dr. Zeppers, Rico 1982, and the Bounty Honeys. What is the Chain Gang, you ask? We are an amazing group of content creators who are dedicated on streaming the Grand Arena Championship attack rounds on Twitch. The idea is to provide continuous content back to back from one streamer to the next and allow the viewers to enjoy more SWGOH content as well as enjoy the variety of streamers that are currently present in the group. If you are interested in joining the Chain Gang, please reach out to myself on Discord at AndyBeads, #7465, or you can send us a message on our Twitter page at ChainGAC. Join us today. We have your back.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Diggy Darkside from the Howling Ewoks. Are you tired of being cooped up at home? Have you considering moving to the moons of Endor? We have many great huts available. We are a 360 million GP guild, 32 stars in Darkside Territory Battle, 26 stars in Lightside with 35 cam shards. Yes, come get your cam shards. We have plenty of huts available. Remember, when you live in the trees, you always have the high ground. We have stormtroopers on the spit nightly. So if you're 6.5 million GP or above, have 2 GLs or more, and are ready to get your cam shards, contact me, Dicky Darkside, number 4469 on Discord. The Howling Ewoks, where the dark side is awesome, but evil sucks.
The Escape Pod Cast.
And welcome back to the show, ladies and gents. We had a little break, but we're back now.
So, people who watch the version of the show on Twitch or YouTube are asking that they all of a sudden really want to join the Howling Ewoks for some reason.
I know. I'd join that. I'd like to join the Howling Ewoks if they're all in the Howling Ewoks. Then yeah, I'd give my right arm. I would give my right arm. It's about a 3 on the finger scale.
Yeah, but Hellenix does appear in that commercial, and he is the one on the right-hand side. All right. So I was just going into the calendar. It really, really worries me because we were told, as I was mentioning before the break, we have 3 weeks. We had 3 weeks with Razor Crest being exclusive to Galactic Conquest. Then we were told that we're getting 3 weeks of, let me see if I could find this post just so I don't feel like maybe I'm talking out my rear end. I have to find where it was talking about Commander Ahsoka Tano. Maybe it was Developer Insights. Let's see here. There's stuff about, we're trying to find out how she's coming through Conquest, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, she comes through Conquest.
Commander Ahsoka Tano will be available as a reward and from merchants in the upcoming Conquest. It didn't, I don't think it was in the kit reveal, was it?
I genuinely can't remember. All I remember is they said that, she was going to be there for 3 months, and then, it was either going to be another character or another ship. Because we speculated, once we discovered that she was going to be the character for the next 3 months, we kind of speculated that it would be Maul that would be the next one. That's where the Maul speculation kicked in. In 3 months' time, obviously. 3 months from the initial start of Conquest with Ahsoka in it. That's what I think, anyway.
Maybe it was in Dev Diaries. If anybody knows where it was, hit me up with a link or something, because I swear that we were told how they would end up showing up. Maybe it was Maybe it was a road ahead. Maybe it was a road ahead. But still, nonetheless, we're talking about, if I'm correct, developer insights. No, wait a minute. Next title update, rollout, developer insights, update on early game experience. I cannot find it right now for the life of me, and I don't know why, and it bothers me. But it was like being told every 3 months you get something new.
Yeah.
In Conquest as the reward, and I swear
no one's refuting that. There's not one single person refuting that. They did a post and they said that there was going to be something new every 3 months. Yes.
And so this is going to mark the next one. Is going to mark the fact that we're going to, what are we, one week into this this galactic conquest?
Yeah, it's about that. Maybe not a full week, but we're in the first week. Yeah.
Okay, let's say that it ends on the 11th, the 18th, or it started. Let's say it started on July 4th, which was a Sunday. It ends on the 18th, 25th, 1st, on the 8th. The 8th is when it's supposed to start back up. 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off for Conquest. I guess they're going to push the start. If let's say that we get that patch, normally it comes on a Tuesday, on August 10th. The next Conquest and the next character that we would get in Conquest, which is segueing into our next topic that Bones was asking about. It wouldn't be until the 15th. So it's really pushing things back a little farther than anybody wants, in my opinion. Now, Neil, Galactic War Report, our friends over there who do get to talk to CG on a regular basis, made a little itty bitty slip that they shouldn't have. But CG, or at least Dojafet in the SWGOH events forums or Discord channel, has confirmed that the next character that comes to the game, or at least is announced, is Omega.
Mm-hmm.
Are you thinking
witness the complete lack of enthusiasm?
Why is that, Neil?
Nobody wanted her. Nobody asked for her. Nobody speculated that she would come to the game, because in the show she does nothing. Because she's a kid. She's not supposed to be, battling all the time, and she's not supposed to be. So, I don't know what her kit's going to... I have no idea, nor do I care what her kit is going to be.
Ever since she got the bow and arrow in the episode with the mini Rancor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I honestly think that people did want her, but we run into the problem where we couldn't have Grogu. Why are we getting Omega?
Yeah. I don't think this is a CG decision. I think this is a Disney decision.
We could see...
This is Lucasfilm.
We saw Jason Sudeikis straight up punch Grogu in the face in the first season. And we can't have him in a game. Oh, yeah. I laughed as well. I'm sorry.
It was fun. I'm not going to apologize. It was funny. It was supposed to be funny. You didn't, and he didn't. He didn't punch Grogu in the face. He punched the bag that Grogu was in. If there's no way that they would have actually put that on film, an actual shot of a scout trooper, you know, giving a 5-finger a 5-finger knuckle sandwich to, you know, a CGI 50-year-old baby. That just wouldn't have happened. It was just, you know,
50-year-old baby.
Yeah, 50-year-old baby. It's gonna. I mean, maybe. I mean, it's gonna be talked about. It's gonna be discussed. You know, there are characters that people want, that people will wail on, that people will spend on. This is. I mean, I hope that they make Omega the next Conquest character. I do. I really hope they do, because I'm already one character behind, and she is not something I will spend any Conquest currency on at all. Don't want her, don't care. And they can make her as OP as they like. I ain't spending resources on it. Just like I ain't spending resources on the Bad Batch. They make Omega an OP character. They make her bow and arrow shot do something absolutely awesome and amazing, and people are going to be like, yeah, right. So this little girl with her bow and arrow that she can barely use all of a sudden becomes just, you know, just...
She got
it's just it's going to be a Mary Sue character. She's going to be a
You just
gay
use those
Mary
words.
Sue
I
character.
hate those words.
Don't care. It's a term of phrase. It has, definitive meaning, and that is what I am concerned she is going to be in the game. She is going to be a Mary Sue in SWGOH, and people will resent that because there are more worthwhile characters that deserve better abilities, and they are just going to, if especially if she comes in Conquest, they are going to park the house on her. And people are going to resent having to spend resources on a character that they neither want nor asked for, when they would be quite happy to wail on a character that they do want.
I'd be happy to wail on a Hondo, but I'm still excited for an Omega.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was talking to Doja earlier today, you know, to confirm that Stand Your Ground's going to be broken this time around. He said, yeah, it is going to be broken. Let me correctly give the words. It was my understanding last week that it would have been taken care of sooner, but it turns out it's because of an issue that when implementing it caused another issue. So you know what? I'm pissed. Yeah, I'm upset that we're not getting Stand Your Ground, a Stand Your Ground fix.
Yeah, I'm just salty with CG. Just, you know, there are weeks when I'm loving everything they're doing, and then there are weeks like this where I have nothing but constructive criticism to aim in their direction.
Neil,
although I don't, like I said, I don't
anymore is just remind you that they changed GAC divisions.
Sorry, say that again.
All I need to do to appease you anymore is just to remind you that they did update GAC divisions.
Oh, I've already given them credit for that. That's gone. That's done. They've had their praise and their credit on that. That's it. It's gone. It's done. That's done and dusted now. And you know, I'm salty because there are still issues with Grand Arena Championships now, right now, the most important, the most streamed. You know, it's to a lot of people. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are people out there that, you know, don't care for Grand Arena Championships, and we get all of those people out of the way. Well, we tend to get all of those people out of the way in the first week of Grand Arena Championships. I mean, I've had 3 people without history. You know? I suppose that doesn't necessarily mean that they don't care about the game. They just don't have SWGOH.GG accounts. So it's really, really difficult to figure out what they're going to do. But since I've never come across a round 3 opponent that's got a 200k lifetime, that's just bonkers to me. That's absolutely nuts. So, but yeah, no, I'm just salty because of Grand Arena Championships.
Look. Hold on. Buy the Jawa Gear package. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we knew that we were going to get this when they did the Unity update. You know, we knew we
were getting the ads.
We knew we were going to get the ads when we got the Unity update. You know, you take with the good, you take the good with the bad. We knew that the Unity update was going to mean.
Oh my gosh, you weren't kidding.
What?
In my first round, third round, my opponent. I'm not gonna say who they are, but less than 300,000 lifetime GAC banners.
Yeah, the majority of the time, the weak source is in the first week, and it gets better, which is weird because in 3v3, my first week, I got. I mean, not every single opponent was tough, but my group contained a couple. My group contained a couple of people that were really, really good. It's nothing like the last week. The last week, every single competitor in my group had 600 to 650 lifetime in that final week, which made the final week of 3v3 so much fun because it was a proper challenge. It was good. It was a really, really good challenge. But yeah, no, the first week is always.
They can stop challenging me. You know? I almost didn't make a rhodium, Neil.
Oh, that's nice. That's not. Dang, no. You mean bronzium?
No, I almost didn't make a rhodium left during 3v3.
3v3. Oh, right. Okay. So yeah. No. I see what you mean now. Yeah.
5. Let's see. I think I won 4. Yeah. Out of all the weeks. No. I take that back. I won my first 2. Then I lost. Then I went 0-3, 2 straight weeks with this new format. Lost the first round, won the second round, lost the third round. I went 3-9. I barely scraped by a rhodium, but that's because I was going after feats. After, going 0-3, 0-3, I'm like, screw it. I'll go after feats and make up some points that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Feats is a good way to make up a weak banner score for sure. Absolutely. Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I just, I throw her in Conquest, just throw a Mega in Conquest and just be done with it,
I think we've got people in chat that are saying that she's going to be a legendary character.
Oh God, no.
I honestly think that she is going to be I still hold out hope that Omega is going to be a standard run of the mill chromium character, and it's Crosshair that's going to be the legendary.
Yeah, I still say that Crosshair will be in the game at some point. Obviously, it's just we're going to get bad Crosshair or we're going to get a good Crosshair. Crosshair will be there at some point though.
It must be Ranger on RSG's thing. Paul, life is Kyber and Kyber is life. Quit messing around and do it. Believe me, I want to, and I am coming. I should be 2-1. 2-1 coming out of this. I would love to go 9-3 instead of 3-9. I want Kyber for once in my life before I hang up this damn game.
Yeah, I mean, she'll probably be marquee, but I wouldn't, I'd rather her be marquee so that we can get the predicted maul. The speculated maul next.
And by the way, yes, definitely happy birthday to Ranger, and also happy birthday to one of our listeners, Force Strong, as well. So two of our good friends having happy birthdays this coming weekend. So.
And it's Reality Skewed Gamers' birthday as well. Their 5th birthday.
Well, I thought it was both the same RSG and Ranger's birthday.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, no, I
could be wrong. I thought, yeah, 5 years. He is 5 years old.
Yeah, 5 years exactly. Yeah, yeah. No, I just think that that this, the knowing that Omega's coming to the game, it just throws all of the previous speculation. It just completely throws it in the air. We've been speculating on Crosshair, the Bad Batch's ship, Maul, Fennec Shand, because obviously she's got a ship. Those were the characters. Those were the things that we were expecting in the game. Maul, Fennec Shand's ship, the Bad Batch's ship, Crosshair. At no point did Omega cross my mind. So yeah, I mean,
Omega crossed my mind, but because of the whole Grogu thing, we threw it out the window.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she'll come. I hope it is a marquee, because I'll do the marquee, and then just like the rest of the Bad Batch, she will remain unlocked in the game, never to be used. Because there's 1,000,001 other squads, not literally, obviously, metaphorically. There's a boatload of other squads that I would rather use my resources on to make OP than even unlock.
See, I'm excited about the Bad Batch. I think Bad Batch are going to be like Imperial Troopers, one of those teams that once fleshed out and finished is going to be one of those teams that people are going to underestimate. So that is why I'm going after them. That's why I already have Henta at 7 stars. I'm 10 away from having Tick at 7 stars. And then, Wreckers after that. And it was supposed to be this week. It was supposed to be this week that we were going to get Echo. Echo was supposed to be farmable this week, but we didn't get it. Am I wrong that Echo was literally 1 week after Wrecker?
I'm not sure. Maybe yes. No, I'm not sure. It's not so. There are things that, if it's something you really, 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 really want, and you're putting all of your eggs in the Bad Batch basket, then you're probably watching something like that, like a Hawk, and you'd be like, "Where the hell is this?" But not everybody's, as closely attuned to that as some others. The Bad Batch is just too expensive a team, and I have no doubt that they are going to have, a good utility, an excellent use, and there's probably a lot of things that they counter, just like the Imperial Troopers. But it doesn't cost a fifth to do to the Imperial Troopers what it costs to do the Bad Batch. It's as simple as that. It literally is as simple as that. Okay? It costs bugger all to do your Imperial Troopers. I know, I've got them. It was the resources to do my Imperial Troopers was non-existent, and I will, go balls out on the Dark Trooper, absolutely, because that's the piece. I mean, my Imperial Troopers are awesome without it, so I know that one last character is going to make that Imperial Troopers team the bomb. But when it comes to Bad Batch with Omega, some people will go for her. I think the analytics will show a lot less people going for her than they think. CG will pass back to Lucasfilm. Yeah, character's not been particularly well received. It's not making as much money as other characters in the game. So by all means, push characters on us that nobody in the game. That by all means push characters on us that the majority of the community aren't really interested in. You're not going to make any money of it. So
you're thinking it's going to be a conquest character?
No. I think it'll be marquee, But I
think
would be
Omega's going to be marquee.
I think she'll be marquee, but I would be happy to see her in Conquest because I'm never going to farm her, and it will allow me to finish the Razor Quest, and then I can catch up on Ahsoka while I'm not wasting credits on her. You know, because I'm never going to waste my currency on Omega. I just won't. And it will all go into Ahsoka once I've got my 7-star Razor Crest. I want my 7-star Razor Crest. I want Ahsoka. You know, once I've got Ahsoka, I will gear her because she's going to be good. And I don't care what the resources are. She's a character I like. She's a character I want. I will spend resources on her. Omega is not a character I want in the game. She's not a character I like in the game. Therefore, I'm not going to waste my resources. And if I'm free to play, there are going to be, whale/Kraken adjacent people that have the same thoughts as me, and they're like, yeah, I'm not going to spend any crystals on gear for her. I'll spend them on someone else.
I apologize for the glitch. If anybody experienced the glitch just now, Neil's internet glitched on me as well. So apologize for that. But nonetheless.
Oh I dropped a few. Yeah, we oh, that's weird. We dropped a few frames. Yeah.
We both think it's going to be marquee. I'm excited. You're not excited. We will see what happens when we get the information next week from CG or Galactic War Report, wherever they decide to put it, because I'm actually invested in seeing where this is going to go. So we do have, coming up after this break, one of our good friends from the very, very beginning of this show. He has been there, and I'm excited to have him on the show for his first time as a guest, because he's now stepped into the streaming world. One of our original mods, Big Country Mags, is coming up right after this break with Storytime with Uncle Thad, a very, very special episode right after these messages right here on the Escape Podcast.
The Escape Pod Cast with Paul Anthony and Neil Andrew Ware.
Hello, Escape Padawans. It is the Llama here to remind you that the Escape Pod Castaways are on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, you can catch us on YouTube and on Twitch every week streaming Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed, your favorite new Galaxy of Heroes show GA Center, and so much more. Come catch us on the web.
Heinzie from the ANZGC is officially a member of the Escape Pod Castaways. Make sure you go and search for Heinzie on YouTube today, because he live streams a lot of his GAC content, and not only does he do that, he also does some pretty fun videos from time to time, including a behind the screen and also streaming Jedi Fallen Order. And from time to time, this idiot might drop by. Head on over and check out Heinzie today on YouTube, a part of the Escape Pod Castaways Network.
The Escape Pod Cast for Kids. It's really cool.
Hello there, Padawans, and welcome back to Storytime with Uncle Thad and the Escape Pod Cast for Kids. Today we're going to talk about Grand Admiral Thrawn Naruto and where in the canon his kit actually comes from. Wait, hold on, what was that, Thrawn Naruto?
One additional thought. Cheese names are difficult for many species to properly pronounce. I suggest you address me by my core name, Thrawn.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Thrawn Naruto.
Yeah, Thrawn Naruto.
It's pronounced Thrawn Naruto.
Thrawn Naruto.
Thrawn Naruto.
Fine. Grand Admiral Thrawn. Can we continue now?
I'll make preparations at once.
But actually, before I continue, I need to make a quick note. Grand Admiral Thrawn is one of the most enjoyable characters to talk about. His exploits in Star Wars, both in Legends and in New Canon, are simply amazing. I could easily spend hours talking about this man and still barely scratch the surface. While this story time will only briefly give a history of his rise to power in the Imperial Navy. I recommend everyone go back and read about each and every one of his adventures in books, comics, cartoons, and video games. I think there's a link somewhere where you can actually get a free book.
Shameless self-promotion.
Now, with that said, let's talk about the Chiss Grand Admiral. Grand Admiral Thrawn, as he's known in the core worlds, is a Chiss male. He is recognized by the characteristically blue skin and red eyes of his species. From beyond the Outer Rim, in what's commonly referred to as the Unknown Regions, Thrawn is from a civilization known as the Chiss Ascendancy. To the Chiss, this area of space is known as the Chaos. Born on the planet Rentor, Thrawn joined the Chiss Defense Fleet and served the Chiss Ascendancy until his exile in lesser space. But during his exile, Thrawn encountered members of the Imperial Navy, stowed aboard a starship, and eventually conned his way into the presence of Emperor Palpatine. It's here that we learned that Thrawn had actually faked his exile with the intent of gaining a meeting with the Emperor, in hopes that the Galactic Empire would be able to send aid to the Chiss Ascendancy. Now, what aid and when they were going to send it is still kind of up for debate. We don't actually know yet, but still. In order to prove his worth to the Emperor, Thrawn was sent to the Imperial Academy on Coruscant and had to work his way up the naval ladder. Didn't take long for Thrawn's brilliance to shine, as with each position he was given, he was able to use his tactical mind to accomplish what no other officer at that rank could. He rose so far so fast that when Thrawn was reintroduced to Star Wars canon, he was in charge of the 6th Fleet and tasked with dealing with the rebels on Lothal. It is here that we see Grand Admiral Thrawn's kit as it appears in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Thrawn's basic ability to manipulate highlights just how tactical Thrawn is. It makes his opponent faster, but only for one turn. When the temporary effect wears off, they become ability blocked and may even become stunned. This makes complete sense, as watching Thrawn in action is simply stunning. Grand Admiral's Command and Fracture are unique abilities and were the first of their kind. Grand Admiral's Command is the ability to swap turn meter with another ally, dispelling all debuffs on Thrawn and that ally and allowing them to recover protection. Fracture sets a character's speed to 0 and stops them from gaining buffs, bonus attacks, or bonus turn meter. What's important to know about these abilities is they are just another example of Thrawn's masterful tactical brilliance. No one makes a move in battle against Thrawn without him being able to use his opponent's abilities against them. Legendary Strategist is Thrawn's leadership ability, and if they called it anything else, it would be like spitting in Timothy Zahn's eye and telling him that monkeys aren't real. It would just be insulting and weird for everyone involved. Grand Admiral Thrawn's unique abilities dispel debuffs and grant turn meter to others, as well as give Thrawn a 100% counter chance, tenacity, and minus 50 speed while enemies are fractured. Now, the last thing I want to say is that when Grand Admiral Thrawn first came out, Star Wars Rebels was in its prime. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes players had just begun to unlock the Phoenix Squad, and Thrawn's kit was impressive to say the least. What is most impressive about this character is just how well it has withstood the power creep. Thrawn is one of the first legendary characters a new player will unlock, and he will be useful all the way up to and throughout end-game play. Mad props to the developers for their work on Grand Admiral Thrawn, and my hope is we will get many more characters like him to come. That's all for me this week. Tune in next week for more story time with Uncle Thad on the Escape Pod Cast for Kids.
HotBot in HotUtils is one of the most comprehensive tools for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
With integration into the super useful mod tool Grand Ivory, HotUtils can help you tackle some of the most difficult aspects of the game.
Not sure how to mod your roster for a certain game mode?
Use one of the many filters that automatically assigns the right mods to the right character in accordance with your guild needs.
Now with additional features that can assist you and your guild officers in territory battles and territory wars, HotUtils is an amazing value.
And don't forget the useful tools for yourself in Grand Arena, like the in-depth and customizable compare feature.
Got multiple accounts like Neil, but not the time to remod them all?
With this one-stop utility, you can switch between your alts and never miss a mod upgrade or a mod switch before locking into GAC or Territory Wars.
Starting at just $5 a month, you don't want to miss out on these great tools.
HotUtils is the new official remodding service for the Escape Pod cast.
Visit HotUtils.com to learn more. That's HotUtils.com. And go ahead and spice up your Galaxy of Heroes experience.
Are you a member of Team Paul or Team Neil? Maybe you prefer story time with the llama, or dabble in the buttery side of the Force with Biscuit Weasel. Or maybe you like the Escape Pod talents from Down Under like Heinzie and Scotty. No matter who you support, you can get one of my designs from the Escape Podcast merch store. Just go to escapepodcastaways.com, click on the merch link, and it will take you to the TeePublic site where you can support me, Mrs. Anthony, also known as Critty K. Also be sure to check out the Mrs. Anthony Shirts channel on the Escape Podcast's Discord server weekly to vote for my latest shirts in the Design Derby on Woot. Links for both of these are down below. Thank you for supporting the Escape Pod cast.
Receiving incoming transmission. Receiving incoming transmission. Receiving incoming transmission.
Welcome back to the show, ladies and gents. It's incoming transmission time. Paul, introduce our guest to the lovely listeners.
Yes, so some of you already know who this is, just by the face, because you've seen him on Reality Skewed Gamers more than a few times. Who, by the way, Reality Skewed Gamers is celebrating their 5-year anniversary this weekend. Make sure to check them out. I consider him one of the original skewers as well. I could be wrong. He'll inform me after the intro. But he's always been the Magnum on the Escape Podcast server back when this show was recorded on Discord. He was, along with the Llama, one of our original mods. And just this past month has stepped into the world of Twitch streaming. He's already an affiliate with Twitch, and we're excited to have him on the show to talk to him about that experience, and also because he's a damn good friend. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Big Country Mags. How are you, BCM?
I'm doing pretty good. How y'all Padawans doing out there?
We're doing well. So were you one of the original RSG people? I know I know you aren't considered in the core, but I think you've been there from the beginning.
I was there close to the beginning, but I was more, I guess you could say I was a skewer. I was never really one of the original group, and you get Ranger could tell you too. I jumped on every now and then, but it wasn't, I was kind of the sidekick, or just a really
comedy
good fan
relief
from the beginning. Yeah, pretty much. We did a couple shows together when The Mandalorian first came out, but other than that, yeah, I've been around for a while with them, but I wouldn't say I was part of the core group with those guys.
Zonder 1994, thank you for following us on Twitch. Number 1102. We're almost we are literally almost about to eclipse, Neil, our YouTube subscriber count.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
We'll have more on Twitch than on YouTube, and that's somewhere that we definitely got to get BCM, because, dude, let's start off. Let's go through the questions that are coming. So first off, how long have you been playing, and what size is your account?
I've been playing for the last probably 3 years. It was right around, well, actually, it's probably 3 years this year. It was right when the solo tunes were coming out. So my first marquee was L3 and Young Lando. From there, it's just, it's been nonstop every day for the last 3 years. I am currently sitting at 4.63 million GP.
Okay,
with the GL.
With a GL, I'm guessing the answer is going. I think I know what the answer is going to be, but let me just verify and break Nev's heart. Are you free to play, or are you of the aquatic life?
I am of the aquatic life.
Okay,
I have spent.
What are we plankton? From plankton to kraken. What are you as far as that?
Oh, what was it the last time we decided? The turtle? Because I spent with Darth Revan, but I haven't spent a whole lot since. And I did just this last round by the crystal packs. But other than that, I don't really spend.
Okay, so you're not a monthly spender.
I'm not a monthly spender, no.
Okay, so you're not a monthly spender, but you're amphibious. You do make some purchases.
I am definitely amphibious. I do make a little bit.
He's an amphibian. Spends when he's in the water, but then, every now and then gets out of the water and doesn't spend.
Yeah, initially I was buying the $10 marquee packs because they were just extra starred at the get-go. And then, then I kind of went a little overboard with Revan, and that kind of opened my eyes to I didn't want to be spending that much. And I've been free to play for the most part ever since, except for the last, Christmas? We had the percentage packs, and that's the first time I'd spent in years.
Gotcha. So, well, I mean, for those who, if this is your first time, I personally am a hard currency character pack guy. If it's for hard currency and not a chance, I'll probably go for it.
Yeah, if it's a good deal, like $10 or $14 pack, and there's a good value to it, then I can see doing that. The only time I purchase crystals is if you get like you get the 30% extra or something, and then that's a deal.
What did you think of the Bad Batch packs that were coming out? $25 for 100 shards.
Yeah, that's a little rich for my blood. All my Bad Batch are just unlocked. They are not even. Well, no, they're unlocked. They're just sitting there at 3 stars. I haven't even touched them. I've been going after something else.
They made it cheap because the gear to gear them is so expensive.
Yeah, I don't. They said they were going to be easing the gear crunch, and it just seems they made it harder.
Yeah, no, for the most recent marquee, they didn't even put they didn't even put them on good nodes. Hunter and Tech didn't get put on good nodes at all. They've got their own nodes,
but
they
they're on
double
16s.
them up. It doesn't matter. The cadence, for all intents and purposes, what CG had been doing is they'd been doubling up nodes. So you'd get like an older character with one of the new ones, which was great, very, very cool, extremely, extremely good for the game with respect to new players, because a new player's like, I'll farm for that character because I'll get another one. Now, if they'd put Bad Batch on double nodes, people would be more inclined to farm them. I am inclined in no way to farm them because that's all I'm getting is Bad Batch, and then you've got the gear crunch to gear them up. So that's what
I think what CG really needs to do is, with these multiple nodes, they have characters that aren't related to each other. Like Poggle and, I can't remember Droideka, right? I guess they're somewhat related, but...
They're both separatists, yeah.
They're both separatists, but, doing these random characters and ships that don't make any sense. I mean, they could do it because they did it with Crew. Crew and the Silencer are in the same node.
Yeah.
And the one plus they did do is put Gideon onto the 16 Cantina node, which is nice because Cantina farms are always quick. I actually just 7-starred him.
Yeah, they did. They did. Obviously, I'm disappointed in Tekken Hunter, which is why I'm even more disappointed in them as Bad Batch farming characters, because they put Wrecker on an awesome note. They put Wrecker with the Galactic Republic Y-wing bomber. That is now a brilliant node to farm. That is a really, really good node to farm because you're getting Wrecker and you're getting the the Galactic Republic Y-wing. You're getting the BLT. So that's a great node to farm. If they did that with all of the Bad Batch, like they did with the Remnant Empire characters and the previous marquees, more people might be inclined to farm them. And once people have farmed them and got them to 7 stars, they might bite the bullet and think, oh, well, I've got them at 7 stars in Gear 8. Maybe I will take it to 9. Maybe I will take it to 10. Oh, they're a little bit better. Maybe I'll take them to... so people might be more inclined to spend the resources on the Bad Batch. And like you said, BC, you have no interest in the Bad Batch at all, do you?
I have other things I'm going for. I don't have Jedi Knight Luke yet. And so I have to do that. And then I actually just changed guilds. We had a huge merger. And so now I have to adjust on how what teams I'm getting for TB and stuff like that, because there's guys that don't have Watt. And so I have to readjust my gearing priorities and what I can do, because I have to put the guild first.
Well, people putting a guild first? What is this?
Well, no, the guilds I've been in the past, I was in a real serious one for a while, and then I joined in with the who did I join in with? Without Limits. I was with the
you all.
Yeah, I was with you all for a while there, and then I jumped out of that and joined the RSG guild, and that's the one that kind of disbanded here recently, and now we're part of the battalion with Fort Mort and stuff.
Yeah. Fort Mort's trying to save a guild.
Yeah.
It's trying to rescue a guild.
Which it actually works out. We have, the guilds we have now, we have an Alpha squad and a Bravo squad, and the Alpha is the, hard-nosed, we're going to get it, and then the Bravo is kind of the more casual group. So we're allowed to go back and forth. It's kind of nice.
So it was about a month ago that you started streaming for the first time. Am I correct in that? Outside of joining others.
Yeah, it was right around the 12th of June, I think, was my first official stream on Twitch. And yeah, it was kind of funny. I was always with, I jump on with Nev, or I jump on, with you in the background, or I was kind of the sidekick for a while, and then one of the streamers I was with kind of said, you should stream your GAC too. Everybody's doing it. Like, come on, and kind of ribbed me a little bit. And I'm like, I'll give it a shot and see how it goes. And it's actually turned out way better than I thought. It's I'm still surprised I made it this far this quick, and it's because of this community. It's just it's just unheard of. I've got friends that have been streaming for years and still haven't made it this far.
Well, I think it's the Viking braid and the amazing beard. I think that's what draws all the it's what brings the boys to the yard.
Oh, I think it was kind of the right time, and just the stars aligned and how it worked out because of me being in the background of all the community and being a mod for you guys when we were on, the dark ages of doing it in Discord and trying to mod. Oh God, what was that? We had like 1,000 people in the Discord channel.
It was free interview.
Yeah, it was. Oh man, that was so painful. And then to move to, and have no video and all the audio problems we used to have trying to do that in the Discord chat. And now, moving to this and just coming to where everybody's at now is just amazing. And then even back in the days of Urs on YouTube, I was one of Urs's original mods way back in the day. And so I've always
the money.
Yeah, well, way before that. I mean, this was back, when GAC was still in its
Grand Arena.
Yeah, when
before it was
Grand
Arena
Arena
Championship. Yeah.
Before it was a championship.
Before it was a
just a week.
Yeah.
It was just a week, and that was even back when it first started, and it was just the the exhibition matches. And so that's kind of when I got with Urs, and then he blew up, and then we kind of moved over to Twitch, and and then with RSG, I've been bouncing around with those guys for a long time, at least in the background.
Hellenic says
So,
that he wants to make sure that you know that he's not surprised that you've made it this far. You're a great dude. You're a damn fine human. And you're, of course, Hellenic's approved. Hashtag shameless self-promotion there from him. And he's very proud to call you a friend. And I concur with him. I really do.
And maybe it's just my humbleness. It's surprising and a little overwhelming. I'm still trying to figure out, chat bot and stuff like that to get the proper shout outs when that happens.
Oh, we got you on that.
Yeah.
We'll talk in the after show about that. So you did reach affiliate on your birthday, nonetheless.
I hit the goal on my birthday, and then the 24th was when I actually got it going and got the subscribe button down, and that was that's quite an accomplishment in my book. Even if it doesn't go any farther than this, I'm a happy camper because it's just amazing. You tell me at 39 that I'd be making money streaming video games, and you would have told me that 10 years ago, I would have been like, you're full of crap. But here I am doing it now. It's definitely fun. It's a little nerve wracking. I'm still got that anxiety when I push that go live button.
Oh yeah. I mean, even when, even on the side projects that I'm doing, it's until you streamed with your wife, you've never streamed. It's a lot of fun, and it's also it becomes that it's really neat to do something together. It's to build it, and as we're celebrating just hitting over 1,100 as we mentioned before, seeing you, I think are you about to break, or did you just break 100?
I actually am still down around 64.
Okay, so you still need to get that big push. Well, we're hoping this will definitely make that happen.
Yeah, it also comes down to my schedule because I work the front half of the week, so I kind of like the way this GAC has been, even though it's been off a day for everybody. For me, it allows me to stream all 3 rounds. Because normally I'm working on Sundays, so I wouldn't be able to stream my Sunday rounds.
Well, you could do it the evening before.
But then he has to give up a Saturday.
Or you could do it the day. You could do it the morning after. Either the evening before or the morning after, really, isn't it?
See, I work 12-hour shifts, so.
All right, yeah. Oh God, yeah. No, don't remind me. I'm glad I don't do 12-hour shifts anymore.
If I didn't, that'd be a different story. But it's so I had a vacation over my my birthday week, and so that gave me a good push to kind of get started and get my hours in. And it's just so I'm trying to stream every day. I don't get to it. Sometimes life comes into play, so I try to stream at least once a day, or at least once on the attack phases for GAC. And I have been playing some Red Dead 2, so it's not just Star Wars.
Yeah, I did notice that, and that was really cool. What things do you want to do with your channel? What's your vision for this channel?
It's hard to say. It's kind of happened so quick. I hadn't really sat down and this is the vision I want. I know I want it to be unique, and I want it to be just kind of a chill place. I mean, I've seen some of my GAC, I'm sure you have too, when I'm live streaming. I'm not the excitable jump around, hype train. I'm just kind of tell you how it is and kind of just chill out, and it's just let's get her done, wham bam, thank you ma'am, and move on with life.
Swaga and chill, as we call it.
Yeah. And it helps that I have what some of my viewers have called the ASMR voice.
So yeah, the ladies always love it when I go ASMR on mine.
Oh yeah.
Which is why I save it for special occasions.
All two of them, right, Neil?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now, see, I just get it from just talking.
So we have some people, multiple people actually, some that DM'd me and one that actually said it in chat. What's the origin of Big Country Mags?
So it was actually a nickname I got way back in the military days. So I went through school, got to my first squadron, and they asked me where I was from. And of course, I'm from the Midwest originally, and I'm 6.5 foot tall. So I outstood everybody in the shop. And the LPO just looked over and said, well, Big Country Mags, you know, and it kind of stuck with me for that. And I've been using it as a gamer tag ever since.
I'm exactly the same. Nev is from my army days. I got to my first posting was Cyprus, and I rocked up to my room, and my roommate's a guy called A.D. Bennett, and I shook his hand and I went, oh, it's Neil. He goes, you don't look like a Neil, you look like a Neville. And Nev is short for Neville. So from that point on, it's been Nev. So yeah, nicknames that you get in the military tend to stick.
Yeah, well, Mags comes from my last name. That was the primary name they had called me. Because I am, well, my last name is Magnuson. So I am definitely Norwegian.
So what are you thinking about the whole Euro then, Mags, if you're, you know, Norwegian?
Wait, sorry, what was it?
Norway's not part of the EU.
No, yeah.
It's an EEC country. It's
they use, well, I guess, I don't know what Norway uses, but I know
I'm talking about the Euro Cup.
Oh,
Norway weren't in it. They didn't qualify.
Oh, they didn't qualify. Oh.
I don't follow soccer. Sorry.
Football. It's called football.
Now, yeah, well, the other football. American football now, you talk about the Vikings, that's one thing, but kicking the ball around the field, I have no idea. Sorry.
So you're a purple people eater with with Minnesota?
I am.
Okay. I'm a Browns guy myself, originating from Ohio. Oh, there you go. It got cut out because of the thing, but he's got his Minnesota Vikings mask that is very awesome.
And we're just now finally opening up to where we don't have to wear them anymore. But I've been wearing that for the last year and a half.
There you go. Well, on behalf of people who are immunocompromised, thank you.
I'm myself am in that boat. I have asthma or had asthma.
There you go.
So
tell us what you got coming up on the channel, and then tell us how to find you, because sadly we are running out of time.
Oh man. So yeah, you can find me at Big Country Mags on Twitch. What's coming
all
up?
one word.
All one word. Well, right now it's Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and then we're also doing Red Dead. After Red Dead, I'm not sure where I'll go. I might pull up Valhalla. I kind of want to be what do you call it? Why can't I think of the word right now? All different types of streams. I'm not concentrating on a variety streamer. That's what it was. And so eventually I've kind of been playing Canadian and been playing the new Marvel game, and it's addicting, just to say the least.
I saw you playing that the other.
Yeah, it didn't work out so hot. I was dropping like 60% of my frames due to the VPN I have to use to even play the game, because I have to act like I'm Canadian.
And you have to say, what a boot.
What a boot, yep.
What a boot.
Which, don't, my Minnesota.
I'm going to play this game. I'm sorry. What was I going to say? Well, what about VR games? Because I know that you got yourself big time into VR.
I've got the headset. I haven't tried it yet. I'm still waiting for some of the bigger games to kick off to even try it. I find it's not particularly, it's fun. They're fun to play, but not really fun to watch when somebody's streaming it.
Putt-putt. Playing putt-putt on stream is hilarious.
Yeah, I need to get a bigger green screen than another camera and get a little bit more set up to where somebody can see me standing there playing it versus just seeing the screen behind what I'm seeing. So that might be eventually in the future. We'll see.
There we go. Neil, any final questions for BCM before we let the No Razor Crest, that's the official name of your ship now,
the Long Crest,
the Long Crest, before we let the Long Crest undock and head off?
No parting comments. Let my sidekick get off.
All right. Well, BCM, thank you so much for taking a moment for us, and stepping in to be a guest on the show. Don't be a stranger, as always, and I know I don't have to worry about that. And on behalf of Scotty and Neil, thank you for being one of our moderators from the beginning.
Oh, it's been a pleasure, guys.
Well, guys, the last airing of this episode of Helly and the Noob is coming up. If you haven't seen it yet, this is your last chance to see it. Or you can refresh your memory coming up in just a moment. But after that, it's Patreon's choice on the bridge. If you are watching live on Twitch, you can use your channel points to also ask us a question in the fourth segment. We'll see you after these messages right here on the Escape Pod Cast.
The Escape Pod Cast with Paul Anthony and Neil Andrew Ware.
Hotbot in HotUtils is one of the most comprehensive tools for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
With integration into the super useful mod tool Grand Ivory, HotUtils can help you tackle some of the most difficult aspects of the game.
Not sure how to mod your roster for a certain game mode?
Use one of the many filters that automatically assigns the right mods to the right character in accordance with your guild needs.
Now with additional features that can assist you and your guild officers in territory battles and territory wars, HotUtils is an amazing value.
And don't forget the useful tools for yourself in Grand Arena, like the in-depth and customizable compare feature.
Got multiple accounts like Neil, but not the time to remod them all?
With this one-stop utility, you can switch between your alts and never miss a mod upgrade or a mod switch before locking into GAC or Territory Wars.
Starting at just $5 a month, you don't want to miss out on these great tools.
HotUtils is the new official remodding service for the Escape Pod Cast.
Visit HotUtils.com to learn more. That's HotUtils.com. And go ahead and spice up your Galaxy of Heroes experience.
Does your guild want to tap into their full potential in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? Yeah! For as low as $1 a month per guild member, your guild can unleash the power of the game in ways you never thought possible. Ooh. Track your arena movements, guild progression, and much, much more. Contact ShittyBill and get one of his shitty bots on your server today. Just look for him on our Discord server and tag or message him for more information. The link for our server is below in the description. Shitty bots, don't let the name fool you.
Podawans, be sure to support the shows brought to you on the Escape Podcast Twitch and YouTube channel by becoming a Patreon. For as little as $2 a month, you can support us and get a little extra for yourself. With tiered rewards including access to ShittyBill's Arena Tracking Bot, after-show access, inclusion in the GA Center leaderboards, behind-the-scenes access, and much more. There is something for everyone on our Discord server. Head on over to Patreon, that is patreon.com/theescapepod and sign up today. Thank you for supporting and listening to the Escape Podcast.
And now time for something completely shameless.
We start this episode in orbit above the planet Rune, in the Outer Rim territories. The planet Rune is known as a hive of scum and villainy. Spice smugglers and space pirates hide out on the planet Rune's surface in one of its many cantinas, trying to avoid attention from galactic authorities. This is the setting that we find ourselves in to begin this episode of Helly and the Noob.
You sure you want another Carillion ale?
Yeah, might as well.
All right. To your funeral. Oh, great. Here we go.
Well, hey there, pretty lady.
Not interested, pal.
Hey, buddy. Why don't I get you a drink on the house and you just walk away?
Just mind your business, barkeep. This is an A-B conversation, so you can just see your way out of it. Now, where were we?
We were at Not Interested Pal.
Come on, sugar bun. Don't be like that.
What part of Not Interested Pal didn't he get?
Another Carillion ale?
Yeah, why not?
Dude, it's your funeral. Oh, great. Not again.
What's up, girl?
Not interested, pal.
Hey, buddy. Why don't I get you a drink on the house and you just walk away?
Why didn't you go back to serving drinks, bartender? Killing my vibe. Now, where were we? You, me, couple of fuzzy tauntauns. It'd be great.
We were at Not Interested Pal.
Oh, come on, babe. Don't be like that. Okay.
What part of Not Interested Pal didn't he get?
Another Carillion ale? Are you sure you want to be wasted by the time he gets here?
I got a high tolerance. Keep 'em coming.
Your high tolerance keeps costing me bar patrons. Oh, great. Not again. Why did I ever agree to this?
How you doing? Not interested friend.
Buddy, haven't you been paying attention? Why don't I get you a drink on the house and just walk away?
Why don't you get me whatever she's having, and then you can go away? So, where do we leave off?
We left off at Not Interested Friend.
Listen, honey, don't you...
What? I used friend instead of pal this time.
Ugh, this is so annoying. TC-14 relays orders to me to head to the Rune Sector, armed with only the instructions. You will know what to do. And after lurking up here in orbit for a month, what have I found? Nothing. So, I've decided to have a look around planetside and see if I can't find something.
All right, you're up, barkeep. Remember your lines.
Right. We don't serve your kind around here. Hey, droid, you'll have to wait outside. We don't want your kind in here.
My kind? Oh no, I'm not letting that slide.
Perfect. That got his attention. All right, he's coming.
Oh, great. Here we go. I hope you know what you're doing.
What did you mean, my kind, bartender? Are you prejudiced against droids? Where's your manager?
You have business here, partner?
That voice. No. My audio receptors must be malfunctioning. Excuse me, miss. This doesn't concern you.
Are you sure this doesn't concern me, partner?
This bipedal ape creature has a voice that's quite similar to the vile, salty Spartans, but the Greek is bald, and this character has long, flowing hair. It can't be him? My audio receptors must be in serious need of repair. Listen, Linda, I said this doesn't concern you. Now, bartender, I demand an answer, and I am not leaving until
The name ain't Linda, partner.
This dank ferric is asking for it now, and that low, raspy, irritating voice, it's gotta be what's messing with my audio receptors. Listen, Linda, Felicia, Helen, whatever your name is, I said this does not concern you. Now, If you would not mind, bartender, I await your reply.
The name's Hellenics. Shameless self-promotion. Partner.
Egads, it's the vile salty Spartan. Your disguise fooled no one, my former master.
Is that so, partner?
Yes, it is. In fact, so. Your wig was crooked, and your glasses clearly are not prescription. Listen, Helen 9, it's time to end this, once and for all.
Well, what are you waiting for, partner? What's the problem this time, droid?
Whatever, Spartan. I'm not even waiting for anything. I know exactly what I need to do, so there.
Well, if you know exactly what to do, what are you waiting for then, partner?
You're always so impatient, Mr. No Bueno. I know exactly what I'm doing. Stop rushing me.
I bet it would help if you had some kind of, some kind of tool that could assist you in your quest to destroy me, partner.
Of course, the ultimate nullifier. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, nullifier ready. I better get on with this. Prepare to meet your doom, you vile istophobe. Behold, I possess the ultimate nullifier. With it, I can end all of existence. Now, come with me as my prisoner, and if you just give yourself up, you can save the entire universe. But if you resist, the death of everyone, everywhere, will be on your hands.
Nope, I won't be doing that, partner.
How many times are you gonna say partner? It's becoming quite annoying. If you do not surrender and come with me as my prisoner, then I will.
You wouldn't dare. You don't have the internal wiring, partner.
Oh, you think that I wouldn't, because I totally will. I am prepared to sacrifice everything to bring you to justice. Last chance, SWGOH. You will surrender now, or we will all be destroyed.
Whatever. Someone wake me up when this daffy-ass droid grows up here and pushes the button on that sci-fi novelty trinket.
You sure he can't wipe us out with that thing?
I'm 80% positive he can't.
80%? That's not exactly confidence-inspiring.
Relax. The odds are in our favor.
Okay, fine. You asked for it. I'm pushing the button. Everyone, listen up. He asked for this. This is clearly his fault. Don't blame me. I apologize for any inconvenience, but please be advised, the universe will now be erased.
Wait,
in
no.
3,
Oh,
no! 2,
Don't do it.
1.
No!
Will the noob nullify the entire universe with but a push of a button? This is probably a bad idea, as most of us live in the universe. Will Cartoon Helly be able to weasel his way out of this one? Space Las Vegas odds say, no, he will not. Will our wonderful bartender be forced to clean up this mess? All these corpses cannot be good for business. Make sure not to miss the next episode of Helly and the Noob to find out the answers to these questions, and many more.
The Escape Pod. Cast. The Bridge.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. There'll be a new one next week. New Helly and the Noob next week.
We'll
Don't
finally
miss
get
it.
the conclusion. 6 weeks, but it's every 5 weeks or 6 weeks. I have to remember, but we're going to be releasing new episodes a little bit farther apart, because then the final episode of the year will literally be every 5. Thank you, Hellenix. The final episode of the year will actually be the final episode of Helly and the Noob for that season, and then we begin again with a new Helly and the Noob season starting up that time around. So it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it, and it's a lot of fun. By the way, he may have flown off, but we still have BCM Big Country Mags come in. Are you still there in the Longcrest?
Yeah, I hear you guys. I think that virus you guys had running around over there kind of jumped over my ship because I lost video, but now it seems our comms are linked.
Yeah, we made sure that everything was going well. I think it's still part of TC14's programming that's causing some problems. So let's get to Patreon's choice. First off, number 1, Zaz. Zaz brings in some questions. Name a famous person you think would be perfect to play these characters. So we'll go BCM, Nev, then me. First up is Thrawn.
I'd have to go with Cumberbatch.
Jason Isaacs.
I'm gonna go with Mads Mikkelsen, which I believe might have been done. We'll see. Zeb.
Oh, the guy that plays Drax from Guardians.
Oh, what?
Batista. Yeah.
Okay, Neil.
I'll go with Van Diesel.
Vin Diesel playing Zeb?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he does love his family, but I'm gonna have to go. I know it's cliche. We're kind of in the same boat here. John Cena. I think John Cena with a little bit of
the question was what actor?
He is an actor now, and also wrestling is acting. All right, Hera.
Oh, Johansson. I think
Scarlett Johansson is Hera. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Neil.
Let's see. Let's go with. For some reason, Zoe Saldana sticking in my head, but I think that the only reason why I'm saying Zoe Saldana is because I thought Zoe Saldana would have made a really, really good Ahsoka.
Yeah.
So I'll go with Zoe Saldana. We're used to seeing her green, so she can. We know that she can rock the green body makeup.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one, Neil. So Ezra Bridger. I would like to see. I'm going to jump in and I'm going to say I'd love to see Freddie Prinze Jr. actually play a grown-up Ezra Bridger.
Yeah. See, here's the question: is it grown-up Ezra or is it like Rebels Ezra, or the first part of Rebels? Because if it's the younger one, then Tom Holland might make a good Ezra.
Whichever one you want to go with, Neil.
Okay. Just hang on a minute. I'm just double checking the actor's name.
While you're doing that, let's
Egerton. Taron Egerton.
Oh, are we talking about the person who played Elton John in Rocket Man? Okay.
And he played Eddie the Eagle in the movie Eddie the Eagle, and what is it? That's the spy spoof. Kingsman. He was in Kingsman as well. He's a good actor. I think he would make an excellent Ezra Bridger.
All right.
And Freddie Prinze Jr. did Kanan, didn't he? I don't think it'd work.
What? No, I thought Freddie Prinze Jr. was Ezra.
It was Kanan.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I was wrong. Freddie Prinze Jr. is Kanan. He is Caleb Doom. You're right. So,
And
hey,
they
we all
can't bring
make
him back
mistakes.
because he's dead. He's dead.
We all make mistakes, Neil. All right, Savage Opress.
Ooh,
I is it wrong for me to think that, all of the Knight brothers kind of look the same? So Ray Park Jr.
Yeah.
You see, no, I would actually go with Dave Bautista there.
He's a little bigger, so yeah.
Because Savage is built like a, proverbial. Yeah, I would go with Dave Bautista for Savage.
All right, what do you got, BCM?
Yeah, they both sound good. I got nothing for Savage.
All right, Mother Talzin.
Maggie. What's her last name? She played the professor in the Harry Potter.
You're talking about McGonagall.
Yeah, McGonagall.
Yeah. JJ, stop stealing my guesses.
No, JJ stole my guess too, so I guess we're both thinking Helen Mirren for Mother Talzin.
Yeah, because she'd be able to do like an elderly evil person brilliantly.
Oh yes. All right, so we're done with the fantasy casting. For those people, if you got granted a wish to play a live action version of any Star Wars character for a movie, who would you play? I would like to play Matt the radar technician.
I would like to play. It's going to be someone from the extended universe. Oh no, actually no, because an extended universe would never get made into a movie. So I would go for. No, sod it. I'll go for someone from the extended universe. I would go Jason Solo.
Jason Solo. All right, BCM.
I would have to go with Corran Horn, and I would even cut my hair for it.
All right. No, on a serious note, I would do Darth Bane. I would shave my head for it. All right. Okay. Zaz didn't know that you were going to be on comms with us here, BCM. So we all get to choose. We all get to choose who would be a good character for Thaddeus. Hondo Onaka. I think we could all agree.
Yeah, Hondo would be a good one.
Neil, do you agree with us?
I'm thinking,
that is Hondo.
I'm excuse me. You're asking me to choose. So I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm just thinking of a character that would best suit Thaddeus. Come on, think. I'll come up with something. I need to think about it.
If Noob was to be in a Star Wars film, these questions still from Zaz, who would be his master? I'm going to say L337 would be Noob's master.
Yeah,
he would really definitely be following L3.
I mean, that is his MO. He does follow the female voiced robots. So.
I would go with doesn't have a character without a droid sidekick in.
And I want Helenix to answer this one as well.
I'll go with Anakin Solo, because Anakin never has a droid, and he needs a droid.
All right, Anakin Solo from the extended universe. Noob would work for Lando, is what Helenix says. All right, last. Do you reckon that Papa Palpatine used Force Lightning to charge his iPhone? Definitely.
Oh yeah,
I would.
mean, if Shazam can do it, I'm sure Papa Palpatine can do it.
All right, lightning round because we're getting close to the end here. Dickie Darkside gives us our Who Wins series for this week. Jar Jar versus Mr. Bean.
The drunken Dark Lord of the Sith, Jar Jar.
Yeah, Jar Jar.
Jar Jar. Django versus Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Iron Man, yeah. Sebulba in his pod versus Mario Andretti in his car.
Sebulba.
Sebulba. Yeah.
Ewoks versus Paw Patrol.
Oh God,
Ewoks, the murder bears are going to take it.
Murder bears.
Crate Dragon versus Gyarados. If it's red Gyarados, then red Gyarados. Otherwise, if it's just a regular Gyarados, Crate Dragon's owning it.
I'll go with Crate Dragon.
Which Crate Dragon? From EU or from the show? Because if it's from the show, that one's got it. That thing's a monster.
Your choice. Your choice.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be the dragon. The Crate.
All right. Wampa versus Sully from Monsters, Inc.
I'll go with Sully.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I got Wampa will take him.
Wampa's a brainless monster. Sully is a monster with a brain. You know, he could use like weapons and strategy and tactics. Wampa would just like want to kill and eat Sully. So yeah, I'll go with. Plus, Sully's got doors. He can just walk through any door and turn up wherever he wants.
All right, and finally, Maz Kanata versus Betty White.
I'll go with Betty White.
Yeah, sorry, Maz. Betty White's immortal.
I sadly, if you were talking Betty White 5 years ago, I would go with her, but I think Maz Kanata has the resources to take down Betty White. I love Betty White, but no. All right. Last two questions. JJ Manners says, what movie or television show did you watch a lot and assumed everyone watched only to find out people hadn't? For me, that was the ABC reality show, The Mole. I loved The Mole, but sadly, not a lot of people did.
The Tick.
Which version? There were three.
The 90s cartoon version.
The 90s cartoon. Okay.
The 90s cartoon version was funny.
I've got all of it on DVD.
I can't think. No, I genuinely can't think of a TV show that I've watched that I'd be like, oh, did you watch this or have you watched that? And people have look at me like, eh?
Red Dwarf.
Well, yeah, no, but not in the UK. Red Dwarf was huge in the UK. That's why it's been going for 20 years.
Well, Doctor Who's been going for forever as well.
Which is why everybody knows about Doctor Who.
All right. Here we go. Nabokov's fan actually, game related. Doing a Malik type character every 3 months seems steep, specifically because of the power creep it introduces. We have a ship theme this month, login reward. Would it make sense for CG to do character ship cadence for Conquest to help space out the power thresholds? We have a ship, and I think the only reason we have Ahsoka Tano's her starfighter is because this month is when a lot of people will be unlocking Commander Ahsoka Tano. That's my thoughts. What do you think, BCM? Nev, you'll have the last word.
Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be. We might see a couple more ships eventually, but knowing CG, that ships kind of take a back burner to the characters. So I know the Razor Crest was big because everybody wanted it, but what other? I mean, we have hundreds of other ships, but I don't think they're going to do it.
Wouldn't it be fun for them to put out a capital ship that way?
Oh yeah, that'd be great, but I don't think they're.
All right, Neil. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, subject? No, they they will. They absolutely will. I don't think they'll go character ship, but they'll definitely release ships in Conquest. That's for sure. I think we'll get. I do think that we will get the Babat ship, and I think that we'll get other ships, just random one-off ships, just like the Razor Crest. So yeah, I don't think there'll be any particular rhyme or reason. I just think that they'll use Conquest every 3 months as a way to just drop characters and ships in left, right, and center. So yeah.
All right. What do you got coming up this weekend and next week, Neil? I know Saturday you're kind of busy.
Yeah, Saturday's a busy day. And Sunday's a busy day. Saturday and Sunday really, really busy. So Saturday, obviously, I'll be celebrating RSG's birthday during Saturdays during their fifth birthday, because it's kind of like an extended version of Jedi Academy. So there's going to be loads of people at that. So that'll be a lot of fun. Saturday evening, I am doing a test stream with my friend Harley. We're doing a new podcast. We're doing our podcast live. And then Sunday at 2 p.m.
Sunday.
It's the biggest day in English football since 1966. England versus Italy, European Cup final. Come on, you England.
And you'll be doing a watch party.
Oh, hell yeah.
With the volume turned low so we don't get, copyright struck for...
Yeah, no, I'll be talking over it.
Yeah.
Or yelling over it. Or swearing over it.
For me, more Lego this weekend with Mrs. Anthony on Vault 37 Studios. If you guys have not yet checked out Vault 37 Studios on Twitch, that is where I'm doing my non-Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes stuff, including Mrs. Anthony and I playing Lego, or the two of us playing two totally different games at the same time doing one stream. And it actually works.
It's a fun hangout.
Yep, and it is a we are on the push to 50. We're almost there. I think as of right now, 12 to go. 12 to go till we get to 50, and we get to fill out all that paperwork. But it's going to be a fun time. BCM, I'm going to let you say the iconic catchphrase after I finish with the farewells. Nev, anything else to add?
No, you good, mate.
All right, guys, it was an absolute pleasure to have you listening or watching the recording of this. If you are a sub to our Twitch channel or you are a Patreon of the show, and you're watching this live, we will see you guys in the after show. And if you're not, we would love to see you anytime in the Discord somehow, some way. Be nice to each other, damn it. BCM, go ahead.
Nev, push the button.
You got it, mate. Ta-ta for now, folks.
What's going on? Where the hell are we? Paris?
Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button.
Attention! This is Colonel Sanders in forward command. Abandon ship! Abandon ship! All personnel proceed to escape pods. Close down the circuits. Evacuate the city. Self-destruct mechanism has been activated. Abandon ship! Where is it? Where is it? It's gonna be here. Out of order! Even in the future, nothing works.
This ship will self-destruct in exactly 10 seconds. Counting down. 10, 9, 8, 6.
What happened to 7?
Just kidding. 3, 2, 1. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Hello, friends. This is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. The Escape Podcast was filmed in front of a live studio audience full of tweaked out murder bears.
Sit, Boo Boo, sit. Good dog. You gotta buy the Jawa Gear Pack. You gotta do it, man. You gotta.